EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold-out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
3rd and inches.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson, throw left side, complete. It's Fuller. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
44-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
from the gun. Here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The tackle.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. They'll try the air now with Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken the early lead. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
Number 20.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Ardrick McKinney on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Texans 7, Ravens nothing.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And this results in 6. Touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Come on, let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. They run with Hunt. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A stop by Shaquem Griffin.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
3rd and 5.
From the gun, Jackson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
4th down.
From the shotgun. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Johnson takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Number 31,
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Texans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. From the 50, it's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's tackled.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. He'll run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Bernardrick McKinney on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
That's good.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he completes it to Hunt. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
39-yard line.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a first and goal to go at the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. This time Jackson will throw it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Jackson now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Donald Parham as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
Extra point.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
At the 31-yard line.
Here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Kickoff for Houston.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about The 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hunt. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. This is Hunt. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead is up to 15 now. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now Jackson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass, and everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. They'll run it here with Hunt. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Whitney merciless. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Eric Murray. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Intercepted by
so an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
They'll roll him out right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the 16, Watson, screenplay, Johnson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Score Texans 28, Ravens 6. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
25-yard line.
Throwing again. Jackson. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Up a 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. That's out to the left and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
That's another Baltimore.
Play action. It's Jackson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's 2nd
This
down.
defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Caught right side at Snead. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding, probably his agent, as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Jackson on 1st down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. And Jackson throwing once more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Brandon Cooks. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. He was 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. A first down carry here for Johnson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Texans on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6.
Justin
Tucker now to add the point after. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
That's the score, Texans 30.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
David
Now
Johnson.
the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A quick throw here out to Cobb.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss next time.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They give him a gain of 37.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll run it with Johnson into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 43 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.